Deep in the mountains of China, Shaolin monks trained for hours every single day. They kicked higher than most men can even lift their leg. They bent, twisted, and moved in ways that looked impossible. And here is the part nobody talks about. Most of them were old. Not young athletes. Not 25-year-old gymnasts. These were men in their 40s, 50s, even 60s, moving better than most men half their age. How? They did not stretch randomly. They did not follow a 5-minute YouTube routine. They followed a system, a specific intentional system built over hundreds of years, and that system is what you are about to learn today. Now let's talk about you for a second. You wake up in the morning, your hips feel tight, your lower back aches before you even have your first coffee. You try to squat down and your knees protest. You reach behind your back and something pulls. You are not injured. You are not broken. You are stiff. And stiffness for men over 40 is one of the most dangerous things in the gym. Here is why. When your body is stiff, it compensates. Your hips are tight, so your lower back takes the load. Your shoulders are locked, so your neck takes the strain. Your ankles are stiff, so your knees get beaten up on every squat. This is how good lifters get hurt doing ordinary movements. Not from lifting too heavy, from moving wrong because their joints had no room to move right. And, modern fitness advice does almost nothing about this. Most programs focus on what muscles to train, very few focus on how well those muscles and joints actually move. The monks understood something different. They knew that a body that cannot move freely cannot perform powerfully. Mobility is not the opposite of strength. Mobility is the foundation of strength. Now, here is something important to understand before we get into the stretches. Your body has connective tissue, ligaments, tendons, fascia. These tissues respond slowly. They do not change overnight like muscle does. They need consistent, patient, repeated pressure to open up. This is exactly why modern stretching routines fail most men. They stretch for 2 days, feel nothing, and quit. The monks did not quit. They stretched the same patterns, the same movements, every single day, for years. Not because they were obsessed, because they understood that the body rewards patience. Every stretch you are about to learn works on this principle. Slow, intentional, repeated, not aggressive, not painful, just steady pressure over time. This is how stiff men become mobile men, not in one session, but session by session, day by day. Stretch number 1, the Iron Horse Hip Opener. Stand with your feet wider than your shoulders. Point your toes outward at about 45 degrees. Now slowly lower yourself down into a deep squat position. Go as low as you comfortably can. Place your elbows on the inside of your knees. Push your knees gently outward with your elbows. Now hold. Do not bounce. Do not force it. Just breathe and hold for 30 to 60 seconds. This stretch targets your hip flexors, your inner thighs, and the deep muscles around your hip joint. For most men over 40, the hips are the #1 problem area. Sitting at a desk, driving, even sleeping, all of it tightens the hips. Tight hips pull on your lower back. Tight hips limit your squat depth. Tight hips reduce your stride when you walk or run. The Iron Horse opens all of that. Monks use this position not just as a stretch but as a resting position. They would hold conversations, eat meals, and rest in this squat. Your goal is not to eat lunch in a squat. Your goal is simply to hold it for 1 full minute without pain. Do this every morning and your hips will change within 2 weeks. Stretch number 2, the Sleeping Dragon. Get into a lunge position. Your right foot forward, left knee on the ground behind you. Now sink your hips straight down toward the floor. Your right knee should be directly over your right ankle. Place both hands on your right knee for balance. Now, tilt your pelvis forward slightly, like you are trying to pour water out of the front of your hips. Hold this for 45 seconds. This stretch goes directly after the hip flexor, the psoas muscle. Say that word slowly. Psoas. The psoas is the deepest muscle in your body. It connects your spine to your leg, and for most men who sit regularly, it is chronically shortened and tight. A tight psoas pulls your lower spine forward. This creates that forward lean that many older men develop. It compresses the lumbar spine discs. It limits your ability to extend your leg behind you when walking, running, or lunging. The sleeping dragon targets this muscle directly. It is not comfortable the first time. That slight uncomfortable pull you feel deep in the front of your hip, that is exactly where you want to feel it. Breathe through it. Relax into it. Do not fight the stretch. Let it work. Stretch number 3. The monk's spinal twist. Sit on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you. Bend your right knee and cross it over your left leg. Place your right foot flat on the floor outside your left knee. Now sit up tall. Do not hunch. Take your left elbow and place it on the outside of your right knee. Slowly rotate your entire upper body to the right. Alright, let's get started. Turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch sides. You know, your spine is designed to rotate, but honestly, most men over 40 have almost no rotational movement left in their spine. Every time you sit, your spine is in the same forward flexed compressed position. No rotation, no lateral movement, just compression. Over time, the discs between your vertebrae dry out and compress. The muscles alongside your spine shorten and tighten. And, yeah, your posture suffers. The monk's spinal twist reverses this. It gently creates space between each vertebra. It restores rotational movement to the thoracic spine. That's your middle and upper back. It also stretches the piriformis muscle deep in the glute, which is connected to sciatic nerve pain in many men. If you have ever had that sharp shooting pain down your leg, this stretch is for you. Do this stretch slowly and with full breath control. Each exhale, rotate slightly deeper. Never force it. Let the breath do the work. Stretch number 4, the heaven and earth pull. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Raise your right arm straight above your head. Let your left arm hang down naturally at your side. Now slowly bend your entire upper body to the left. Let your right arm reach over and stretch toward the left side. Your left hand reaches down toward your left knee. You should feel a long, deep stretch along the entire right side of your body, from your hip, all the way up through your ribs, your shoulder, and into your arm. Hold for 30 seconds. Switch sides. This stretch is about the lateral chain. That's the connected line of muscles and fascia running down the side of your body. Most stretching routines, honestly, ignore this completely. They stretch the front, they stretch the back, but the sides of the body are where tension quietly builds for years. Tight lats pull your shoulder blades up and forward. Tight obliques and quadratus lumborum, those are the side muscles of your lower back, create a sideways compression that directly causes lower back pain. The heaven and earth pull decompresses all of this. It also opens up the breathing muscles between your ribs, the intercostals. Men who do this stretch regularly report being able to take fuller, deeper breaths. That is not a coincidence. Tight side muscles literally reduce how much your ribcage can expand. This is a stretch your body has been waiting for. Stretch number 5. The golden rooster hamstring release. Stand upright. Step your right foot forward about 2 feet. Keep your right leg completely straight. Now hinge forward from your hips, not from your back. Your back stays straight and flat. You are pushing your hips backward as your upper body tilts forward. Let your hands rest on your right thigh or shin for support. You should feel a deep pull through the entire back of your right leg, from your glute all the way down to your knee. Hold for 45 seconds. Switch sides. Tight hamstrings are one of the most common problems in men over 40, and tight hamstrings do not just affect your legs, they pull the base of your pelvis backward. This flattens the natural curve of your lower spine. A flat lower spine under load, during deadlifts, squats, or even picking something off the floor, is a direct path to disc injury. Most men stretch their hamstrings by touching their toes. This works partly, but it also rounds the lower back, which, honestly, reduces the stretch on the hamstring itself. The golden rooster method keeps the spine neutral and directs all the stretch exactly where it needs to go. This is the difference between a casual stretch and a trained stretch. The monks did not do casual stretches. Every position was precise, every movement had a purpose. Stretch number 6, the warrior's chest and shoulder opening. Stand in a doorway, raise both arms to shoulder height, place one forearm against each side of the door frame. Your elbows should be at a 90-degree angle. Now slowly step 1 foot forward through the doorway. Let your body lean forward, gently. Do not collapse into it. Stay tall. You should feel a wide, deep stretch across your chest, the front of your shoulders, and your pectoral muscles. Hold for 30 to 45 seconds. For men who lift weights, this stretch is critical. Years of pressing, bench press, push-ups, overhead press, build a powerful chest, but they also pull the shoulders forward. This creates the classic rounded shoulder posture that you see in almost every experienced lifter over 40. For men who lift weights, this stretch is, really critical. Years of pressing, bench press, push-ups, overhead press, build a powerful chest, but they also pull the shoulders forward. This creates the classic rounded shoulder posture that you see in almost every experienced lifter over 40. Rounded shoulders compress the shoulder joint. They reduce your range of motion on pressing movements. They create a constant tension at the base of your neck. And honestly, they signal to everyone around you that your posture is breaking down. The warrior's chest opening directly counteracts this. It stretches the anterior shoulder, the pec minor, and the front of the chest, all the structures that pull you forward. So, do this stretch after every upper body training session. Within 4 weeks, your shoulders will sit back naturally, your chest will look broader, your neck pain will reduce, and your pressing strength will improve, because your shoulder joint now has the room to move properly through its full range. Now, here is how to actually use these 6 stretches as a system. Do not treat them as random exercises you try once and forget. The monks never trained randomly. Every practice had structure. Now, here is how to actually use these 6 stretches as a system. Do not treat them as random exercises you try once and forget. The monks never trained randomly. Every practice had structure. Every morning, before you eat, before you train, before you do anything else, spend 10 minutes on this sequence. Start with the Iron Horse hip opener, move to the Sleeping Dragon on both sides, follow with the Monk's spinal twist on both sides, then the Heaven and Earth pull, then the Golden Rooster hamstring release, finish with the Warrior's chest and shoulder opening. 10 minutes. Every single morning. No equipment, no gym, no excuses. This is your daily maintenance system for a body that moves well and performs well. Here is what happens to the men who actually do this consistently. After 1 week, morning stiffness begins to reduce. After 2 weeks, squat depth improves noticeably. After 4 weeks, lower back discomfort decreases significantly. After 8 weeks, posture changes visibly. The men who see these results are not special. They are not naturally flexible. They are simply consistent. Here is what happens to the men who actually do this consistently. After 1 week, morning stiffness begins to reduce. After 2 weeks, squat depth improves noticeably. After 4 weeks, lower back discomfort decreases significantly. After 8 weeks, posture changes visibly. The men who see these results are not special. They are not naturally flexible. They are simply consistent. Your hips are tight right now. Your back is probably carrying tension it should not carry. Your shoulders are rolled forward more than they should be, but none of this is permanent. Your body is not broken. It is just waiting for the right input, the right pressure, applied at the right places, consistently over time. These 6 stretches are that input. This is not a fitness trend. This is not a 30-day challenge. This is a practice. The same kind of practice that kept Shaolin monks moving powerfully well into old age. You have the system now. The only question is whether you will use it.